Hey y'all, and Happy New Year. It's your boy Billy the Bad Guy, and it is 2025. And I'm also here because I have to re-record this episode because the first one wasn't hitting. So I hit up my good friend Wolf and I said, Wolf, I'm not feeling it. He said, let's get back in the stew. Wolf, you say Happy New Year to the classmates.
Man, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year, y'all. Happy 2025.
Gang, gang, gang. What's on your New Year resolution list, Wolf?
Stress.
That's on your list?
Because of the conversation we just had before Mike.
Would you want to be stressed?
I don't want to be stressed, but I'm stressed now because you trying to talk reason into me, and I don't want to be reasonable right now.
Well, I told this nigga he got 5 more days for me to be more mature because the year started off right, and for me, because the planes is landing in warehouses, the Elon Musk trucks are exploding in front of the Donald Trump building. The people's getting rolled over in, what's that place called? New Orleans, bounce a biggity, shoot a biggity. And then the people, what else is happening? It's just been a lot going. The shootout in Queens, you heard about that?
Nah, I ain't heard about that.
There was a mass shooting in the club, and that used to be the old block I used to live on. God made me move.
New York been showing out. Somebody got set on fire. A nigga got pushed in front of the train. Somebody got stabbed to death. Bro.
Someone else just recently got set on fire at Penn Station.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
And then my grandmother arguing with the Uber's Eats delivery driver. I said, listen, bitch. I said, people setting people on fire, ho. We can't argue with people.
Yeah. They're doing shit different.
Yeah. She was like, when I grew up, I was told, I said, we didn't grow up during the Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman time. If you think about it, my grandmother was born 1946.
Oh, she young. You got a young grandmother.
1946, nigga?
My grandmother was born in 1928.
My great-grandmother was born in 1928.
Well, there you go. Y'all fucking a little faster on that side.
Yeah, I was about to say that. My grandmother was popping that pussy. Young.
Y'all fucking a little faster on that side over there. You know what I'm saying? We waiting a little longer on this side.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's not say you're looking forward to being stressed. Let's say you're looking for financial freedom.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to being stressed. Yeah, if God just want to bless me with a little extra 1,000, you know what I mean?
That's all you want, an extra 1,000?
That's me not being greedy. An extra 1,000 will make it real plush for me right now in my financial plans.
Nigga.
Yeah.
I feel like we need an extra 900,000 in our fucking bank account.
I'll take that too.
Amen. But yeah, my Christmas was really nice. I got to hang out Christmas with my guy Wolf, and then that was a great experience. But a little bit before Christmas, I've done things by myself recently. Like I went to 3 things by myself. The first one was the Hard or Soft podcast live show. That was my first time going to any event by myself. That was a shout out to them. They had a great show. Then I went to Mandy B and Weezy's live show. Whatever you want to call them. Horrible decisions. It's up to you to make a decision on what the fuck you want to call them. And I went to go see Usher for the first time by myself. That was fire.
Oh, you went by yourself?
Yeah, I went by myself.
Okay.
I bought the tickets the day of because I put it in the group chat. Nobody responded in the group chat. Nobody was answering nothing. And then the day of the show, I was like, I really wanted to see Usher. He's not promised tomorrow. I'm a promise a lifetime. Usher's not promised tomorrow. This nigga's talking about it's going to burn for him to say this, and it's going to burn for me to not see him in my city because he was just here in September. So he came back in December, and I was like, you know what? Let me go see Usher. I bought VIP tickets for only $290. I was right there. You know what? I'm going to insert, if you're on YouTube, I'm going to insert a little image right here. Boom. Keisha Cole came out. She sung her song, Love. Never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I found you. Then he brought out SWV. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. Yep, he brought them out. So it was a great show. I'm happy I actually did something by myself. The only con for me is, like, if I went to with someone else, I would have been more loud, singing, sloppy, drunk, fucked up. You feel me? Going by yourself, you're a little bit more reserved and you in the moment and you're recording, so there's nobody really with you to turn up. But I really enjoyed going by myself. And shout out to one of the supporters, Deja. She actually is, I think she's so dope. I ran into her at the Horrible Decision show, and I had to tell her, like, she inspires me because she does a lot of things by herself. And that's fucking dope. So I think for y'all, 2025, y'all need to go out there and do things by yourself. It's great. It's fun. Again, the only difference was if I would have went with Wolf or went with Gabby, I would have been out there lit. Don't bad for me and say this. Something from my heart. What he said, I would have been more like that. Instead, I was gonna burn for me and say this, but it's coming from my heart. Been a long time coming. Well, what's your favorite Usher song?
Fuck, I don't know, bro. To be honest,
Are you an Usher fan?
I'm not as much of a Usher fan as I am as you are for sure, but I acknowledge his greatness. Literally, like that's kind of like my era. Like I remember being in the back of the car. Like I was listening to
Aaliyah.
nah, nigga, shut up. Nigga, my memory of like music and radio really kind of started with Usher because he just controlled everything at one point in time, you know. But sonically, it's like, you know, I like neo soul and shit that's more like the mainstream
Yeah.
sound of things is not really like my vibe type shit.
I really want to work this out. Come on.
But I know the songs though, for sure. It's Usher. Like, come on.
Yeah, okay, because Usher, he's one of the male people besides Michael Jackson where I know all his ad-libs. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on now. Hello? But after that, then we go to Christmas, and I had a great Christmas dinner. And I walked through the door, and the first thing I asked was, do y'all motherfuckers have Netflix? Why? Because Beyonce performed at the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, from the hair, from the body, from the outfit, from the blackly black, from all the black people that was on that field, from the country, yeehaw music, oh my God, the performance was amazing. And I have to say, I think it's safe to say that I listened to it I watched it over 20 times. And I have the live audio version on my phone. So
that's crazy. The fandom is insane.
Nigga, because when she announced her tour, I gotta go bucket, 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 whoa, bucket. Oh wait, I started learning the routine and everything, nigga. I know it like a mechanical bull. Yeah. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse.
Yeah, the fan.
Yeah, wait. How did you like the performance? Fix your face. I can't see him, y'all.
You know, man, I don't know, man. I'm changing the older I get.
And what that mean?
It's hard for me to just see things for how it's presented. I
Well,
think
get to the point.
I think too many thoughts, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so one, I'm kind of not into Beyonce like resembling. Damn, she from Texas. I'm from Texas. I don't want to talk too bad. I
H-Town
don't want to
is
say nothing
going
bad about her.
down.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was definitely cool. I think she's one of the greatest performers of all time. I think she looked amazing. She did her fucking thing. You know what I mean? She got Post Malone in there. You know what I mean? She got the other people that's coming up in
You
the
saw Blue Ivy?
huh?
You saw Blue Ivy? Hello?
Blue Ivy was there for sure.
Who came? Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can we address what the fuck you was about to say?
You know what the thing is I'm not Beyonce's demo.
No,
I'm not her demo. Like, I like a different, like, I like
Yeah.
music that Billy, I don't think you would like at all. You know what I mean? And like, we belong to two different demographics. Like, me and you, that's the beautiful thing about life. Like, me and you
Yeah.
are actually friends, but the type of music that I listen to, it's not for me. You know what I mean? But it's for you though. You part of the Beehive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Beyonce too. I just
Okay.
love Beyonce when she making like black music, quote unquote, like shit that just,
Country music is black.
No, it is, but I'm just saying, like, I like shit that sound like neo soul, that sound like jazz, that sound like,
Oh, you and Dangerously in Love, Beyonce.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like Kitty Cat Beyonce. Like, I want some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want like Around Destiny's Child Beyonce. Like, that's just a sound that I'm trapped in.
Okay.
I'm not as progressive as most people. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But I think Beyonce as a person, as the entertainer, all that she's done, she's phenomenal. Like, the Renaissance album was harder than any hip hop album that came out that year.
Okay. You know what? And I can understand that because there's times you be like, did you listen to the Kendrick album? I'm like,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
what wolf?
Like, I fuck with Ari Lennox type shit. You fuck with Ari Lennox?
She got a few bops.
I fuck with Cleo Soul. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, Cleo Soul is hard. I'm going to a concert next a couple months.
Oh, are you going to Beyonce's concert? Because she's going to announce it.
Yeah, I mean, damn. I had so much fear missing out. I had so much FOMO from the Renaissance. It might not be wise for me to miss another one.
You better not. And everybody's been texting me saying, Billy, I'm coming with you to the next concert. First of all, the bitch didn't even announce her concert yet. But okay, you're coming with me, you're coming with me. But so she dropped the dates, and it's so funny because we were sitting there and people was like, well, why do you think she did? I was like, Beyonce's not doing nothing for free. So here's my theory. If you look at the post that she made, she's waving the flag and the flag disappears, right? Mm-hmm. So I believe that the Cowboy Carter era is over. And the font changed from 1:14:25, the font changed. So I think the font is a symbol of, what's that called? The rock and roll album, right? Why are you shaking your head?
Nah, go ahead.
I can't see him, but he's shaking his head.
Yeah, keep going.
But I think that's the rock and roll era. And then after that, we're going to get a rock album because if you notice, Break My Soul was released on the Tuesday. The other 16 Carriages and This Ain't Texas was released on the Sunday. And then this is going to be released on, her singles on Drop is going to be released. And then normally around February, Beyonce always announces a tour. And that's what it is. So basically get your coins up and get your coins ready because I'm going to be there and Wolf is going to be there. And I'm probably going to be at a few cities next year, you know, because I have to be. You know, Renaissance, I went to one show. I was very, very sad and disappointed. Typically, I go to 3 or 4 shows each tour, and that didn't happen this year. So 2 years ago.
Yeah.
On my free time, I've been watching Baddies. Let me ask both y'all, do you know what Baddies is?
I do not.
So it's on remember that toxic network I said I would never watch because it'll make my IQ go down?
What is this?
The Zeus?
Yeah.
I spent out of 48 hours, 23 hours watching Baddies. And it has been horrible. It's so bad. I was writing an email and I had to write somebody's address, right? And the address was supposed to be, let's say, 700 Broadway. I wrote 700 Baddies.
Oh, yeah. You got that shit on the mind.
Bro,
You got that shit
then I started saying, because then somebody showed me, Now That's TV. And then somebody got me tell you, I said, yo, on the Dead Homies? What does that mean? I never used that before. Why am I watching baddies? Why am I attracted? My favorite is Tinka because she just don't care. She's just so free. Tinka.
What's the difference between Zeus and Tubi?
I don't know. I never watched Tubi, but Zeus is more like it's a more. I don't know. Tubi, I think they have movies. Zeus is more the ratchetness.
Oh yeah.
And Natalie should be ashamed of herself for being 40 years old for allowing these black young beautiful ladies to go fight. I don't know the point of it, but I just been falling in love with it. And
this is ratings. It's like it's profitable. That's the only reason.
Bro, it is actually disgusting the amount of like I had to tell somebody. I told Gabby today, I was like, bitch, I'm gonna need to catch my fade with you. I don't even talk like that. I told the bitch, I said, yo, step in the paint. What does that mean?
Step into paint is crazy. Oh, because it's like you saying like subconsciously, like you picking up on the lingo.
On the lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna happen with anything you like dive into like that.
Oh my gosh, guys. Are y'all watching baddies? I shouldn't be watching it. And it's so horrible for my brain. And then I told someone else I watched, and it was like, oh, I've been watching. I'm like, oh, you look sophisticated.
Well, why do you watch it?
Because I was chilling with somebody, and they had it on the TV, and I was like, wow, this is good. And every time I started going to the house every Sunday, we were watching it together. And then I'm saying, baddie, shot o'clock, and then boom. Now I'm watching fucking baddies by myself. Had 2 days off, watch 23 episodes.
So what is this show about?
I don't know, Wolf. I just see people fighting all the time.
You literally don't know?
I don't know. What's the point of it?
23 hours of it. You don't know what it's
I just know that they go on the tour and they go get lit, and then people gotta step in the paint and gotta catch the fade.
You don't know what it's about, and you've watched 23 hours of it?
Because it's about nothing.
That's okay. So that's what I'm saying. So would you consider this trash TV?
Absolutely. Trash for my brain, yes. But entertaining as fuck, yes.
So why do you like it then?
Because part of me is trash, bro. Part of me is trash. Baddies, shot o'clock. Baddies, shot o'clock. Like, I'm trash, bro.
I said part of me is trash. Appreciate that.
Yo. And then my New Year's resolution for this year is definitely to focus on my health. So I'm going to the gym. When y'all listen to this, starting today. Yeah. So by the time you're hearing it, I started today. And I want to get merch out this year. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't want no basic merch that says, the podcast name on it. No, I want a merch photo shoot. I want to be popping. Like when people are like, what's that? Oh, I want it to be to represent the brand, but also for someone to be like, where you get that from? I want to get that. So that's what I want to do this year. And my little bit of the catch-up is, on my way here, Wolf, I saw something, and it says, if you could ask, I'll probably make this the next icebreaker for people that come on the show. But I'm going to ask you, if you could ask your ex any question and they had to answer it honestly, what would you ask?
Damn, see, I really be taking questions like this very serious. Oh, fuck, bro, it's complicated. It's really complicated, bro. But in some way, it would be like, why was it so hard for you to make the changes that I asked you for? You know what I mean? It would probably be something like that. Or do you think I was asking you for too much? Or I wish I had the right combinations of words.
Well, why don't you ask those now?
Well, it's no point now.
Yeah.
It's no point.
I mean, but is that something you really want to know?
I'm thinking about it right now because you asked. It's like, but when I think about it, it's like, damn, like from my POV, it was like, if I would have gotten a lot of the things that I asked for, I think we would have been in a different place. Truly.
Right.
Who's to say that we would still be together? You know what I mean? Who knows? Right. So it doesn't necessarily mean that, but like I could tell you for sure, if I would have seen like growth, the change that I was looking for, because I don't want to discount anybody's like intention. Like maybe she did try to make changes, but it was not up to the standard of what I was looking for to feel comfortable. Right. Especially depending on what age you're dating people. The older you get, you start to get around that space where you start thinking about marriage when you're with a partner. It don't really necessarily feel like we just boyfriend and girlfriend. It feel like, we boyfriend and girlfriend to maybe become husband and wife.
Right.
So when you don't see certain things happening, it kind of like alarms you a little bit. It kind of deters you from like, I don't know if I should be marrying this person because they might. I don't know if they're capable of making the best changes for them that will end up being the best changes for us.
Now here's the toxic part.
Oh,
That was a good part. Here's the toxic part.
Okay.
So my catch up is niggas will embarrass you. And me and this motherfucker played we listen and we don't judge, right? And fuck all that. The judgment came into play right away, okay? So let me tell you where I listened and I had to judge. So me and Taurus was playing. I just asked a question. And I was like, I think the first question was, did you ever do something with, I remember now, picture it, April 2022. We went away, right? And then the next day he said he had to fly out to go visit his cousin somewhere else. So we landed back in New York City. And the next day he flew out to go see his cousin. But I knew you ain't go see your cousin, motherfucker. So what it was he went to go fly out to see his ex.
How do you know that?
I'm an investigator, bro. So he posted something and I saw a glimpse of his ex in the background. And when I asked him that, he said, no, that's not my ex. I doubt you do too much. And I'm like, bro, I'm not stupid. I know who that is. But then he gaslit me into saying that's his cousin. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I guess y'all both got blonde hair.
He definitely did that on purpose.
Don't say that.
Because it's like, ain't no way if you creeping, first of all, I mean.
Well, I wasn't supposed to be I was following him from a fake page.
Wait, why?
We listen and we don't judge. Because I don't trust niggas. Me and him don't follow each other.
Y'all don't follow each other?
No, we don't follow each other.
But y'all was dating at this time.
We was dating at the time.
Y'all didn't follow each other, but y'all was dating?
No.
Why?
It was too much blockerization, so I was probably blocked at that time.
So y'all was just doing some toxic dumb shit.
It was toxic dumb shit.
Okay, yeah. So he thinking, still dumb, because anybody who knows you should know that making a fake account is in your wheelhouse of things to do. So that's why I say he did it on purpose, because it's like, first of all, you shouldn't even be posting no hints of no foul play because of the people that know Billy, that know you, that follow you.
And we got 14 mutual friends that and our mutual friends aren't like, hey, just a quinky dink. Those motherfuckers are we motherfucking friends.
Yeah, and that's one too many.
Yeah. Oh, we listen, we don't judge. I just felt like I needed to ask that. And you know what's funny? My friend was like, Bilal, why did you need to know what happened in the past? That's supposed to be moving forward. First of all, we listen.
Sometimes you gotta know, bro.
I just want to know because I wanted to know, like they said, my bad. I don't know why I keep hitting it.
You gotta stop.
They said, follow your gut. And my gut is not big for no reason. So I'm gonna follow that shit, nigga. So, he told me, yes, it was true. I went to go see my ex, right? And he was like, there's something else I think I should tell you. So I'm like, what? You pregnant, nigga? Like, what the fuck happened to you? This nigga gonna say, but this might hurt you. And I'm like, well, why would it hurt me? He was like, it just might. You're not gonna be happy, but I'm gonna tell you. So I'm like, just tell me. So basically, we worked at a job together, and the nigga, it was somebody there that liked him that was always in his face. But so one day I barked on that other employee and was like, bro, like, get the fuck out of his face. Like, what you always in his station for? Go work at your station. Like, you're not even supposed to be here for this. You're only here for 3 days. What the fuck is going on, right? And I remember one day he asked Taurus to tie his shoe because Taurus know how to make sneaker designs in his sneaker, right? And he liked it and he asked Taurus to do it. And I was like, y'all doing too much. Calm the fuck down, right? 2 years later, me and the guy end up going on a work vacation together in Texas, Dallas, Texas. And we became friends. We took the flight together. We stayed in not the same hotel room. Well, he stayed in a hotel room on top of me. We worked together. We traveled together, went hiking in the woods together. He was my travel buddy. That was really my friend.
That's hard. Right?
We shared a lot of experiences in Dallas. Yeah. But what I didn't know is we was sharing dick also. And the nigga was telling me that he said he didn't fuck him. He just got head from him. But my thing is, niggas will embarrass you. Because that nigga knew I was fucking with you and then hung out with me, and now I look like a clown in front of you. And it just hurts because it's just like, nigga, I don't need your help to make me look stupid. I could do dumb shit by myself.
Yeah, that's real.
So the fact that you assisted, it just make me look stupid. And I want to talk about, like, I had a homegirl. She came up to me and she was like, she came up to me and was like, oh, can I ask you for advice? I was like, well, bitch, whatever I talk about might end up in a podcast. I got a big ass mouth. She was like, no, it's okay. Well, my boyfriend, not my homegirl, one of my employees, actually. She was like, yeah, because I just found out my boyfriend was sleeping with my best friend. I said, bitch, how? She said, they said it only happened one time, bitch, and she's still alive? They both still alive? They both still alive. It's not like she's a regular side bitch. That your best friend.
Yeah, that's different.
And I said, nah, they slept more than once together. And she was like, well, do I tell the girl's boyfriend? I'm like, bitch, you didn't tell the girl's boyfriend? The fuck you mean? Like,
at this point,
it's too late. But another reason of why people embarrass you, because she over there going to her man, her friend, talking about, he's not doing this for me, and he's not doing that for me, and I love him, this, and this is my man. But in reality, he's embarrassing you in front of her. Mm-hmm. How about this situation? I had a homegirl, we on FaceTime, she hung up, click, 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 hung up on me, right? Somebody FaceTimed her because they saw her man at another restaurant with another person. Prime example of some niggas embarrassing you. How about this? Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist. Prime example. Somebody, niggas will embarrass you. Or Tamar and her white boyfriend. You know who Tamar Braxton is, right?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
See her white boyfriend? Out there posting pictures with Tommy Lee embarrassing you, or Summer Walker and Lil Meesh. And Lil Meesh was, what happened? What was he doing? Oh, talking about, I'm helping my cousin, but in reality, he was helping another bitch.
With the groceries, yeah.
Come on now.
That was crazy. What are the chances, bro? You
Hello?
caught with a Ring camera footage, bro? Damn.
Hello? Don't trust the friends. When I say don't trust the friends, don't trust his friends, because they would have the little side pieces coming back around you, and they'll have the side piece hang with the friends, and they know the whole time. They know the whole time that the nigga got a side nigga not gonna tell you, and they gonna come back to you and saying, hi, I don't know why I was gonna say Shaija, but I do know somebody by that name, but let me use a normal name. Hi, Gabby. Oh yeah, Dante loves you. They know. I done covered up for niggas before, and bitches. Don't trust nobody. Niggas will embarrass you. Look at Suki and Ray J. Suki and Ray J fucking around, and then Princess Love had to go. Well, she embarrassed herself by going on the internet. And some niggas want to embarrass you with their small Roku-sized penis, and the nerve of you to give me this shrimp. You think this Red Lobster endless shrimp, nigga? But yes, now I look stupid in front of my friends, and I don't appreciate that. And I look stupid in front of that nigga, because it's just like, bro, like, you really did that? And you gonna say we listen, we don't judge? Fuck the judge. We listen and we commit murder. It just really hurt me. Like, and your job is to like protect me. And the fact that you mishandle me should honestly be a motherfucking crime. You lucky I'm not a fucking in the culture where I know fucking voodoo. Cause nigga, once I learn something, your ass gonna be bent like fucking Shamar.
Oh my.
Clock that fucking T. Wolf, do women embarrass men too?
Women embarrass men all the time.
Oh, and how?
All kind of ways. I mean, where do you want to start? All kind of ways. One way that women can embarrass a man is if you bring something that should be handled in private to the public. So if we around people, anybody, family, friends, and you very comfortably, audibly meaning other people can hear our fucking business, and you expressing something that we need to be talking about when we get back in the fucking car, you violating. You violating. That's an embarrassment, because it shows me that I don't have control over the situation. And then if you, man, when you think about masculinity, a lot of the time, like, you think about leadership, you know? And so, like, as a man, you want to be the leader in your relationship, but everybody knows that you don't fucking run your relationship when your girl is doing things out of pocket like that, you know? Like, you already know as an employee, certain shit you can't do with your company because you will get fired. You know that. So certain people keep shit in line. They can say whatever they want to say behind back when they in the group chat with their coworkers, and they you know, not at work, but once they get there, they show up and they do what they got to do so they can get that fucking check. So it's like your girl not operating within them same principles.
I'm the type to tell my friends shit, and that would probably embarrass you too.
That's embarrassing too. Like, you should have this shit. You should have like a loyalty with your person that's so rock solid. Certain type of information never leaves us.
Yeah.
Ever. And if you share, let me find out some super private shit was shared about me when it's supposed to be, when that's private information between me and you. You in trouble.
Big trouble.
Yeah.
Big trouble. You know those superstitions where you're not supposed to wash any clothes on New Year's? You believe in that?
Nah, I don't believe in that shit.
Oh, okay. I told my grandmother, said, you should send your clothes to a laundromat, because I don't wash my clothes. I just drop them off. I said, no. I said, they're going to wash somebody out your fucking life. And look at this bitch is at having heart surgery today. Hope she's okay now. She's recovering. But what if I would have washed my clothes? She wouldn't have been here. But also, I wore red underwear for love, and I wore green underwear. I wore on top of each other for money.
No, that wasn't it. That was
What? No, she's here though.
nah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. We gon'
Knock on wood. She's here though. But that's what I'm just saying. That's why I watch my clothes on New Year.
Nah. That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
But did you eat black eyed peas? You're supposed to.
Nigga.
He's still stuck. I can't
I'm
even
like,
see him.
nigga, we can't even get past that. Like, what? Shout out to your grandmother. Hope she's okay.
Yes.
Make it a speedy recovery.
Yes. Thank you, Wolf.
No, I didn't eat black eyed peas. I don't need none of that shit, nigga.
Supposed to eat collard greens too.
Nigga, listen, this gonna be an ill-ass year. Period.
Regardless.
We get into this money. We get into these opportunities. Yeah, nigga.
All right, so I'm just give y'all a chemistry class. All right, so the chemistry class, I want to talk about the topics is the dating trends for 2025. And as we approach 2020, well, since we are in 2025 now, the dating scene is evolving. And here are some of the biggest trends to watch out for, like sober dating. More people is choosing to date without alcohol. And number 2 is back-in-person dating. While dating apps aren't disappearing, many people are stepping away from the screen and turning to live events to meet potential partners. People also said like the attendance at single mixers have recently surged. Contra dating. This trend encouraged dating outside your usual type, discovering new interests and broadening your dating pool. 21% of Tinder user surveys said that they are looking to date a hot rodent. A hot rodent is unconventionally attractive. 23% are looking for a black cat, which is an introverted, mysterious girlfriend. And the last one is outdoor dating. 39% of singles are planning to make outdoor activities their first date. Oh, sorry, I have one more. And focusing on deal breakers, which are bad hygiene, rudeness, and talking too much about their exes on the first date are big no-nos. So my experience with sober dating is I done it, and it caused me to eat oxtails with a fork on the first date. Now, I've realized when I do drink, maybe 2 drinks max, I am a more loose, and I'm a little bit more off the edge, so it does take the edge away. But I say if you are going to drink, maybe 2 drinks max. And also, it does matter what you drink. Like, I told my grandmother I'll drink a margarita. She said men's don't drink margaritas. Bitch, I'm about them. What the fuck? But I have a female friend who orders Long Island iced tea, and I had to explain to her, like, girl, on the first date, you don't order that shit. Like, that's 7 different liquors in one. Wolf, are you judging a woman if she ordered a Long Island iced tea on the first date?
No, hell no.
Oh my gosh, I am.
That's fine. Why? What you judging her for?
Bro, that's 7 different liquors. That's a vodka, tequila, Hennessy, and one drink?
Nah, man. Do what you gotta do. Have fun. Just conduct yourself.
That's a manly drink.
Yeah, to conduct yourself the right way. Like, I mean, it makes sense. It's cost effective. It's like you get one drink that's gonna send you all the way where you're trying to go, especially if we're going back to my place, I'm going back to yours, then it's like it kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, get on your level. Just don't be sloppy.
Don't be and some niggas and bitches can't handle. Like, I dated somebody that love a Long Island iced tea, and it did not end nicely.
That's a fact.
Also, but I know there's women that judge men, like if you order like a martini, they're like, no, a man shouldn't order a martini, or a man shouldn't order some people say a margarita. I think a man could order a margarita. I don't know. As a gay man, I don't want my nigga ordering a martini, but okay. But also my experience about dating apps too, right? I think the dating apps thing it's hard for me to stay consistent on it because I have so many notifications on my phone between work and podcasting and Instagram and blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of shit on it, right? So it's hard. I would have to say that at least meeting in person is better because I could stay out my dating type. I don't have to, if you're short, you might be cute in person and short, so I can line you up next to me and I can say, all right, I can do this height. But if your profile says you 5'6", and I'm like, no, not that cute, automatically a swipe. If you ugly in person, then, I mean, and you make me laugh, I could probably stay with you because you funny. I got that experience, but if you ugly on the app, I don't want. You feel me? How you gonna laugh me out my drawers if you ugly on computer? And then on the computer, I don't have to worry about. I mean, on the app, I don't have to worry about you catfishing me. I don't have to worry about you catfishing me if your pictures is from 2009 and you skinny and now you big like Rupert Studdard. on American Idol singing "This Is My Sorry For" 2004. And if y'all see Wolf, he keeps shaking his head. But also, dating in person, I'm comfortable with knowing who you are. We had some vibes. We had a conversation to where I invited you on a date, you invited me out. And now I don't have to ask my friend to go on a date. And also, let's be clear, the people is dying nowadays on the apps. Like, there's people that will set people up, especially on gay apps, set people up and end up bringing them to the house to murder them. So be careful. But I looked at some tips for back in-person dating, and it was... One is choose the right events. Look for events that align with your interests, like wine tasting, trivia nights, or fitness meetups. Dress to impress, but be comfortable. Wear something that makes you feel confident and approachable. Be approachable. Don't spend the whole night glued to your phone or in the corner. Well, does looks matter to you?
Yes, looks should matter to everybody.
But some people it's hard on the eyes.
I mean, regardless of how attractive that person is to the world, they gotta be attractive to you.
Have you ever dated a hard on the eyes person?
No, I've never dated a hard on the eyes person.
Would you be open to a hard on the eyes person?
No, it's not for me, man.
Yeah, you see? Because when I'm fucking with missionary and you biting your lip, you gotta look some type of good. You can't look like a blobfish. You ever look what a blobfish look like? Look it up when you get into his people. It looks really, and if you're on YouTube, look at this picture, a blobfish right here. It looks very disgusting. You don't want to look like this. If you look like this, I'm sorry. That's not actually nice to say, and I won't say that ever again. That is very mean because some people look like it. And I was about to say a name, but I don't want to go say that name because that's not nice. I've grown and I have matured. Some of my dating deal breakers I want to stick to are like lack of communication, someone who can't express their feelings, avoid tough conversations, or doesn't communicate regularly. There's times where I've been in relationships where there were no communication. Like recently, I had to explain to somebody who... And this is not even like in a relationship, like dating. Why can't you express yourself? And when I say that, because they said something to me and it was like, threw me off. I'm trying to think of the situation. Oh, they was like, oh, I guess I haven't heard from you 2 days, so I guess we're done. And I'm just like, why do you have to communicate like that? Why don't you express yourself like, hey, I'm sorry that I haven't heard from you in a while. Is everything okay? Why you good? Why do you have to just jump? And he's like, oh, because you obviously didn't want to talk to me. Nigga, do you know I was in the bed by 9:30 yesterday? I was tired. I was exhausted. And I had 10 hours of sleep to recover. Like, that was a turnoff. I won't just take disrespect or belittling behavior anymore. Like that, I'm standing on that. Or even being dismissive to my opinion or my feelings. Lack of ambition. Like, that's what stands out to me. If you have no type of ambition, I don't want it. I'm not interested. You can have it. Hasta vista. I mean, what they say, luego, hasta. Like, when I say ambition, like, I'm not saying that you have to be a billionaire. Like, have some type of goals. Like, there's somebody that asked recently who I thought was really attractive, honestly. And I'm not even dating them, just thought they was really attractive. And I said, what's your goals for 2025? Nigga said nothing. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's a bum.
Disgusting.
It's giving a bum.
I said, not even one thing, trying to joke with them. Not even one thing. He was like, no, nothing. And I was just like, oh. And that's so important to me because I'm a hustler, baby. And what my hat say? All hustle, no luck. Like, every time I see Wolf, we always talk about how we going to get to it. What we doing? Like, what our year going to look like? You feel me? And even in the middle of the year, we're still going. So for me, actually, what you doing, you saying nothing. Like, nigga, I have an expensive lifestyle, whether it's going to see Beyoncé, whether it's going to travel, whether it's like to eat, whether it's like everything me and Wolf do, we have an exquisite taste. So we see, when we're on vacation, we're not just saying, let's stay in this broken hotel. No, everything is fucking about an experience. And experience costs, guess what? Just give me the money. And your ambition to be level 100 on Call of Duty can't get me where I need to be. And this bills cost a lot of money. And just making sure I'm tapping into my values. My values is really important to me. It's okay to have different values. I'm not looking for twins, where have you been? But I'm just definitely looking for somebody who could understand that I want to get married, understand I want to have children. How? I don't know, but when we cross that road, you can help me there, but just know it's not going to be free unless we can do my sister's ex-girlfriend turkey basing method. But bitches want to get paid for that shit nowadays, you know? Shit ain't free in this world. Also, I want to have an empire. You know, I was just telling Wolf off Mike Lat, Wheezy from Decisions, Horrible Decision, it's up to your decision what you want to call it, that she's so inspiring. That bitch is a boss. she's a fucking boss. And I want to build an empire. So if you want to sit at home, no. I'm going to skip to my guidance counselor session, and that's where the listeners and supporters send questions and send advice. And here's my thoughts.
Okay, Billy, what's up, bro? So about a week ago, my straight heterosexual best friend, who's a guy, he's like a brother to me. He called me and he says, hey, I have a question. I need you to be honest with me. He then asked me if his cousin is gay. I froze because I assumed that he found out that myself and his cousin had fooled around via one other person who also found out this information. I proceeded to answer yes. He then tells me that the night before, they were all out at the club, and my best friend, his sister noticed some questionable interaction between their cousin and we'll say femboy/trans girl. The sister later questions the femboy/trans girl, who is a close friend of hers, and it's confirmed that the cousin is one of her guys she fools around with. Now, this information is totally new to me. It's blowing me like, oh, wow. So as the conversation continues between myself and my best friend, he asked me, how did I know, when did I find out about his cousin? I freeze again for a second, and I proceed to tell him that that myself and his cousin fooled around a couple of times. Now, I have to pause here and say that in the beginning of the conversation, when he first asked me about his cousin, my sentence was, yes, we've been involved. But clearly, he missed the we've been involved portion of this sentence. So that's that. So the conversation then continues, whatever, like that. He asked me, like, when did this occur? And I tell him that it had been going on for about the last year and a half, 2 years, or whatever the case may need to be. So the next day, I hit up my best friend to come and hang out, and he says he needs a minute to process the fact that his best friend and his DL cousin have been fooling around for the past 2 years, and he knew nothing about it. He says that he's not upset about his cousin being into guys, but he feels that his cousin and I could have, one, stopped it from continuing on, or two, told him about it, because he feels like it should not have occurred at all. And I don't know if he's blaming me or thinks I turned out his cousin, or whatever the case may need to be, but he feels like basically it should not have happened at all. He feels that it was a sneaky, shady, and deceitful thing, and snakish on my end, or whatever the case may need to be, for keeping such a secret from him. I tried to apologize while also explaining that it was not my place to tell his cousin's business, and that as grown men, we weren't obligated to inform him or get his permission, and that he more so needs to figure out maybe why his cousin wasn't comfortable enough to go to him and open up to him, considering the fact that I'm homosexual and I'm his best friend. So I told this story to 2 straight men and 2 straight women, and all 4 of them have said the same thing. They said that the initial shock that my best friend has is totally understandable, which I agree, that's understandable. But for him to be upset or angry or bothered by it makes no sense at all. They said that either he is suppressing some hidden homophobia, which I think that's what it could be. It could be some hidden homophobia, because it's one thing for his cousin to do what he do or whatever like that, but with it being me, it's off limits. And then the other portion that they're saying is that it sounds also is that he may secretly have some feelings for me, and he feels betrayed that I hooked up with his cousin, which I defended him and said, like, yo, he's straight. He's 100% straight. He's not curious. He's not gay. He's not any of that. He's just my best friend. Like, even one of my female friends was saying to me that it's very rare and almost odd that a straight man calls a gay man his best friend. I'm like, well, that's my brother. Like, we have a relationship like that of like 2 brothers with the same blood flowing through us. So currently at the moment, me and him have not talked in a few days because he's trying to process it. And I'm stuck. Like, I've been trying to find like somebody to say something to me to make me be like, damn, now I get why he's mad. But everyone who's heard this story, they all say the same thing.
I honestly don't think you were wrong for not telling your best friend his cousin's business. Honestly, I think you did the right thing by you can't out somebody, and that will probably make things worse for a homeboy. Like, outing him, especially to his family. Shit, I know somebody now whose cousin is gay, whose cousin is how you doing, never outed them, but low key was fucking with one of my exes many moons ago. I think we talked about on the podcast, Renee's cousin was fucking with my exes at the time, sending him pictures, and that was gay. Okay, behavior. And just the other day, I sent Renee like, oh, look at your cousin under this person. Okay, I didn't out him. It's just, when you know someone's gay, you know someone's gay. You don't have to out somebody. And we saw the signs clear as day. You feel me? Stevie Wonder saw he was gay. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't your responsibility to out him. It was up to his cousin. Now, well, wouldn't you fuck with my cousin? I mean, that part is kind of sneaky, but then, hey, it is what it is. And he has every reason to be in his bag, but I don't think at all you should have ever outed your cousin, outed homeboy's cousin to him, if that makes sense. But if you want to send more, if you want advice and want to be on the guidance counselor segment, make sure you DM me at billy.thebadguy on Instagram, or at needs to be studied pod on Instagram, or you can send me an email. I'll put the email in the description below because I would like to hear it. You could write it out, or you could even send a voice message. I like the voice message. Me and the listeners like the voice message because we got to put the voice in their head and make a scenario in our head, and it's so cool and so fire. But yes, and your business, you could be anonymous. Your business don't have to be told, it's going to be told to the world, but no one's going to have to know it's you, and, But other than that, I want to wish y'all a Happy New Year and enjoy y'all New Year. And after today, we're not going to say Happy New Year anymore. And next week episode, we have Sir Marvelous, and the week after, we got Jody, and I'll start recording again next weekend. But yeah, I start recording actually. By the time y'all hear this, I record this week. So y'all hear this Tuesday, I record this Saturday, I believe. If you have any questions and want to hear your question on the voice, on the audio, send them to me. All right, y'all? Enjoy. Happy New Year. Thank you. Like, subscribe. 2025 is our year. We're going to do this. We're going to get merch out. Live show. Don't know if I'm doing it because it's leaning towards a no for the first time only. Why? Because I'm focused pushing this brand and pushing this marketing out. But thank you. Holla. H-Town's going down. And next week, text me if I was right about Beyonce. And if I was wrong, I was wrong. But text me and say, y'all heard it here first. Holla.